open doors where I am now. Where I am now. I'm in a special place. Until all embrace where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Everette, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, and guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go to our new channel on YouTube at FYI Radio Show. Host Yolanda Hinton. And don't forget Crystal Records 1. We always talk about Crystal Records 1. CRISTO Records 1. We promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out, yeah.
Mr. E.
Yes.
What day is it today?
Today is Hump Day.
That was a wonderful spring. It's getting warm. Hump Day.
It's real ringing.
It's the middle of the week. I thought I would just jump out of my seat. It's the middle of the week,
That's
though.
right. Today is Hump Day today, and it's in the middle of the week.
Do you feel a difference on the middle of the week, Mr. E, as opposed to Monday?
Well, I feel no.
Okay, no difference.
No, I feel my body is not showing no signs of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's still, on with Christian soldiers.
Well, some people don't even want to get out of bed on Monday morning,
And
but by Wednesday, they're up and popping.
That's right. That's what Hump Day 2 do to you.
Well, I tell you what, this is FYI's Wednesday segment. What's under the hat?
And just before we go into that, I got something I want folks to hear.
Yes, you always got something you want somebody to hear. What you got?
Right
I don't
now.
think you do. I get it.
Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, make it all right. Sometimes all places wanna push you down, go to a place and he will come with you. I know we'll make it all right. Sometimes you gotta get away, talk to your Lord, tell him I'm gonna promise, tell him it's wrong, there's nobody else who'll understand. You'll make it all right. So you'll make it all right. I know you Well, that's Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. Make it all right. How old is it, Miss Hinton?
Mr. E is always asking me that. It's about a month and a half, but I tell you what, it's doing just great. Thank you all for your support. Thank you, radio stations that are playing it, and it's just a good feeling to have a message out there and encouraging folk as well as myself.
We just want to let our listening audience know that you're not just the host of FYI Radio Show, but you're an author, you're a songwriter, international songwriter, you're a motivator, speaker, you are everything. You're a pie maker, restaurant owner. You got everything under the sun. You got it going on, and we want to let our listening audience know everything that Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, is doing.
Well, I tell you, thank you, Mr. E, for those accolades. But yeah, and then you gave me a restaurant. Lord knows why you give me a restaurant, Mr. E. I do have a pie business. But anyway,
we're speaking
doing a lot, and thank God for those hats. What's under the hat is our segment.
That's
so
right.
We're going to talk about what's under the hat. This is our Wednesday segment, issues concerning you men.
That's right. Everybody wants to know about the man, what makes a man tick, what's going on with a man. So we got some issues that we got issues, but we want to let folks know about the issues that concerning men so that they'll be aware of how to deal with most men.
Well, does this fit you all? Because we're going to talk about what is bullying. Are y'all bullies? Are you men bullies?
Sometimes, yes, we are.
But sometimes you're gonna receive that.
Yeah, we are. Sometimes we're not what we call really bullies. We're not bullies. We're just voicing men. We just testosterone level strong.
Oh my goodness, like cavemen, y'all hitting folks over the head and whatnot.
Well, and men doesn't do what when you get a bunch of men together, we're really trying to establish our position amongst the crowds of men.
Say that again.
When you get a bunch of men together, you see the testosterone come out because each one of them is trying to say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
It's that ego.
I'm here, I'm here. So we have not yet learned how to leave our ego at the door.
That is a sad thing, but I guess that's how it is.
That's life. That's life.
There's help for that because we have a friend, Dr. Brown, who talks about that. And when he does a conflict resolution and things like that, he says that he tells the men, keep your ego at the door.
That's right. Leave your ego at the door.
Leave it there and don't pick it back up.
That's right. Until you get out your meeting. If you don't.
Oh, but so when it comes to conflict, and we're going to be talking about bullying, but I want to ask you about conflict. Are you telling me that it's hard to get men to kind of get on the same page? Why? Because everybody's trying to be the chief.
That's right. That's right. See, when it comes to conflict, every man has his opinion. Mm-hmm. And because I have my opinion and all men have their opinion. And so what we're trying to get out is our opinion. Mm-hmm. And we want our opinion to be heard just like anybody else. Everybody else want their opinion to be heard.
Do you think most men are hard-headed?
Hard-headed?
We say cricket.
No, we're not. I don't think men are hard-headed. But we are just set in our ways. We're stubborn because it takes us a long time to digest things and to process stuff in our banks.
Okay. I tell you what.
So we have to really process it so that we can understand, so we can be able to cope with it.
Do you think more men are bullies than ladies or girls?
I think that bullying, to me, Miss Hinton, is a whole lot of people. Women can be bullies and men can be bullied. I think it could be very equal.
Okay.
That women is bullies.
Well, the numbers say different, but I understand what you're saying.
I think the numbers are wrong.
The numbers say different. You all a little ahead of us on the bullying tip. But anyway, what is bullying? Bullying is unwanted, aggressive behavior, a lot among school-age children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied and who bully others may have serious, lasting problems.
That's right, Miss Cynthia. They may have some serious problems at home, lasting problems that they have not got rid of, and it's imbalance of power. Kids who bully use their power, such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popular to control or harm others. Power imbalance can change over time and in different situations, even if they're involved the same people.
I'll tell you, my book says it's a mean person who harasses, abuses, and or intimidates others they consider below them.
That's right. And it's repeatedly. It's a repetitious. It's not just a one-time thing. It's an over and over and over again effect.
Well, let's admit, Mr. E, bullying is just not with kids. Bullying is everywhere.
That's right.
You know, you can find it on school campuses. You can find it, college and schools.
Churches.
You can find it on the road.
That's right.
Rage.
Road
just,
rage.
Somebody constantly harassing and doing. Also, the internet, which we talk about a lot, cyberbullying is one of the, talking about bullying.
Yeah.
It is really off the chain at this time.
Miss Hinton, you can be just walking, minding your own business, and somebody come by and bully you. You can be just standing there, doing your own things, talking on your cell phone, and somebody may come by and push you aside, bully you, or take your phone from them.
But bullies don't just go out and just harass anyone. They have people that they actually target, and we're going to name that in a minute. But there are different kind of bullying, and some of it is verbal, teasing, name calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, just threatening to do harm. There's social bullying, sometimes referred to as a relational bullying, involves hurting someone's reputation or relationship. Social bullying includes leaving someone out on purpose, telling other children not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, embarrassing someone in public.
And the final one is that physical bullying, involving hurting a person's body or possessions. Physical bullying including hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, tripping, pushing, taking or breaking someone's things, making mean or rude hand gestures, that's bullying.
Absolutely. Now, there are particular people, especially in schools, that bullies target. And one, they target handicapped kids.
That's right. It doesn't make no difference who they may be. Mm-hmm. But if you are autistic, or if you are handicapped, since it's autistic month, since you are autistic, they'll bully you. Bullies will bully and make fun of a person that has a disability. They may be have autistic, or they may be have learning disabilities, and bullies will make fun of those people.
They may be geeks, they may, those that are smart or just different, they target them. They make them victims, and victim is a person who suffers from harmful behavior and actions. And they, getting back to the bullies, they target anyone and anybody that seems to be lost, sad, isolated. They want to get to somebody that they feel is weak.
That's right. They're intimidated people. They'll look at you and call you out of context. I remember, my granddaughter was bullied because she didn't hang around with a certain group of people. So she stayed to herself. And that's what bully targeting. They're targeting quiet people, folks who really got a great support system. And because you got a great support system and they don't like you.
Yeah, they don't like you for various reasons. You can be smart. You can be, a person that is nice or cute or popular, or have a lot of things, or they may go to the opposite end. They feel like you're not smart enough, don't look good enough, wear the best of clothes, anything that makes you different. You can be a target.
That's right.
I really believe, Mr. E, that parents should pay attention to their children.
That's
and
right.
if you have a child that is different, if you have a child that's handicapped, if you have a child that just does not fit in with everybody, you should be paying attention to that child, that they won't get bullied.
That's right. Ms. Hinton, and when like you said, parents should pay close attention to their children and listen to what your children are. Look at their actions. If they come home and tell you they don't want to go to school the next day, ask questions. Ask them why you don't want to go to school. Is something going? Well, I don't want to ride the bus. I want you to take me to school. Ask them
I don't want to go to school at all. A lot of kids and parents that we talk to talk about the child just adamant, just I can't, I don't want to, I'm going to do something to myself if I have to go into that school. These are red flags.
That's right.
These are things that parents should say, wait a minute, let me go and see about what's going on in the school.
That's right. And that's a true statement. There are red flags when your children isolate themselves, go back and sit in a room all by themselves and quiet, and don't want to participate and don't want to talk about, and they got an attitude. When you say, how was school? They say, they get real upset because school, it wasn't the school, the work of the school that made them upset. It was the people in the school that causes them to be upset. So you got to really pay close attention and look at the signs that's on the writing on the wall.
Absolutely. We had a parent who did not realize that her child was being bullied till it went to the extreme, till the child wanted to commit suicide, till the child just had a mental breakdown.
That's right.
And she said, I didn't know all this was happening. And so, parents, make sure you are paying attention if your child is different. This child happened to be albino. And so, when you're different, you're a target. And so she finally got the help she needed. The school came together. The community helped her to, realize that they had to work with her in order for her to resolve some of these issues in the schools. So,
Ms. Hinton, and you got to pay close attention. I mean, I don't care who it is, your child will give you some signs and let you know that something ain't right. And we think that it's all child's play. Oh, he just being like that. That little boy just like you, that's just puppy love, and he just prayed. No. Pay close attention to it. Pay close attention, because if she telling you or he telling you that something is not gelling, they don't like it, please look out for them.
Absolutely. Adults can be bullied by kids, whether
That's
you
right.
Know it or not. I remember in school, substitute teachers, when you come into school as a substitute teacher, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be
because that's when, kids feel the need to really, really go hard after, teachers and things like that, or weak teachers, teachers. What I mean by that is teachers that are more nervous. We've come across teachers that just can't get it together because they have a problem with coping with bullying. They've been bullied themselves, and so when they see it, they panic. The book that I wrote, The Diary of a Former Bully, talks about a teacher who she's at her wit's end because she doesn't know what to do. When she sees bullying, she freezes. When she's talked about and picked on in the class, she just acts like she's a kid again, and she, just doesn't know what to do. And so we see children harassing children, bullying grown-ups bullying kids. I was working in Newport News, and I saw it all, and that kind of brought me to where I am with the anti-bullying initiative and our Community Against Bullying, a Call to Action Now program and rally, because I saw so much of it. And not only do you see victims, you see bullies, but you see what we call the bystander.
That's right. That's
the
right.
bystander, that
That's
person
right.
that's standing by, and either they're egging it on, or some of them are standing by and just don't know what to do.
A bystander bully, Ms. Hinton, is someone who witnessed bullying, either in person or online. Is a bystander. Friends, student, peers, teachers, staff, school staff, parents, coaches, and other youth serving adults can be bystanders with cyberbullying. Even strangers can be bystanders.
They can sit by and they see things happen,
They
and
won't say
they
nothing.
feel like, well,
Yeah.
some people are afraid. They say snitches get stitches. And so when you see extreme things happening, or somebody being hurt or harassed, or even when you see, activity that is wrong, you see it constantly in your neighborhood. Sometimes you say, I see it, but that's all I'm going to do is see it.
And that's a problem that we have in our communities today. We stand to the kitchen window, we look out and sit on the front porches, and we see stuff and won't say nothing, because they are afraid. We cannot make our community safe if you holding back great information. There are a lot of people who bought homes, Miss Hinton, and would love to enjoy the front porches of their homes, or sit out there and play in the garden, because garden work is therapeutic.
Yes.
And when you get out there in your yard and you're afraid to go out there and mess in your garden, cut your grass because of the children, is so disrespectful. But you have to build a relationship. Stop being afraid and be a voice and tell somebody, hey, your son Johnny was out there acting the fool, regardless if they call you nosy. But you got to be able to take over your community.
Yes, I want to get back to cyberbullying, which is a deadly problem.
Yeah.
You can go online and get harassed by just saying something, or you have your opinion about something, and all of a sudden you got thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, right there at you, and they are making your life a living hell. Because of your opinion. I had a young lady in my program, and she got on the internet and said something about, I think it was a celebrity or somebody famous, and she really had a hard time because they harassed her day after day after day. And she got to the point where she just got off of social media. She couldn't take it. One little opinion can cause, the whole world to come against you.
That's right.
And bully. And, people are crouched right there on the internet, just wanting to, just do things and say things. And it's just a game to a lot of people.
That's right. When you get on all those social media platforms with everybody, thousands and thousands of people, it's a popular site. Facebook is a popular site. TikTok is a popular site. Instagram is a popular site. And everybody knows that these are popular sites. So they surf the sites to see what's going on with them. Some of your friends, your relatives, and them that's doing Facebook, you don't know whether or not your cousin is alive, because the only communication that you have with them is through Facebook. So you go to Facebook and you see that they're posting and everything is all right. But when it comes to a child or some teenager or middle adult, young adult, and they go to Facebook and they see everything that they said has been turned around, and guess what? And they started talking behind your back, that they know that thousands and thousands of people are hearing your reply, and it's coming directly to them.
Absolutely. Sometimes bullies become bullies because they've been bullied in their life.
That's right.
Maybe they've been bullied at home. Maybe they have a sibling that will not stop harassing and fighting and hurting and picking on. And mom says, well, you listen to your older brother, or that's just sibling rivalry. But it becomes a problem.
That's right.
Some bullies like to have power over folk. Some people are jealous. Some of them, see it from the home, their uncles, their dads, their cousins, their mama, whoever, sometimes have a habit of being that type of bully. Sometimes bullies think they're just big and bad. Sometimes they have not learned compassion.
That's right.
They don't know how to have compassion. In the book that I wrote, the former bully, the young man learns to have compassion because he see the results of the things that he has done to people.
That's right.
And so compassion, you need, sometimes they have friends that, like we said earlier, that egg them on, that, tell them to go at it, do it, it's funny, but they the ones that suffer the consequences. And so, there are various reasons, so when we talk about this anti-bullying movement, we're not just talking about the remedy for bullies. We're talking about getting help for the victims, and Lord knows the bystander.
That's right.
He needs help. She needs help because they don't know what to do.
You said something that was so profound, Miss Hinton. You said that your siblings as children, see, when the oldest child sees how mama disciplined the children, so he picks up that same habit. Mama will knock your head off, so I'm the mama today, or I'm the big brother today. And the same way mom and dad are disciplined, because they know that's what you used to, so they feel like they got control and they can do the same thing that mom and them do. So that other child, when he got nobody under him or have anybody under him, so he's got to take it out on somebody else, because some young folks, some children, some siblings think that they are equal to their older brother or equal to their, to their family members. And so, they think they can do what they do. So now, hey, look, so now they feel, that, hey, I got to get revenge. I got to go and get something. I got to do the same thing. I got to take it out on somebody else.
I tell you what, bullying can have lasting effects. It can cause mental health issues, depressions, feelings of loneliness. It can impact the victim's ability to enjoy their favorite things, favorite activities, and their life. It pushes some to suicide and cutting. We talk to people and young people and parents where cutting takes place because they don't know what to do. They want to relieve themselves of the pain of someone constantly harassing and hurting. And so with the efforts of the community and churches and parents and teachers and leaders, bullying can be addressed, resolved, and eradicated. And that's what we do with the movement, our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. We are not just waiting for the anti-bullying month. We want to talk to parents and teachers and children now, and folk on, that work and they're suffering with bullying. We want to address it, and we addressed it in the book that I wrote. Bullying is right underneath your nose for our kids, our parents, our schools, and then the diary of a former bully, because guess what? A bully can be reformed.
That's right. A bully can change. He can be transformed, and he can make a whole new life. He can leave himself available and wants to have a whole new life. So bullying can change.
Absolutely. So we want the community to join in with us. Like I said, we have our anti-bullying rallies, but we want you all to make sure our kids get the things they need, tools and things like that. We have mentoring. We have the book, The Diary of a Former Bully. Bullying is right underneath your nose. And Bulvic is an anti-bullying game. And we're going to give you that information a little bit later. But in the meantime, we thank you all so much for joining us. And we want you to join us on Friday for more.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Everette, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10. Right here on WGPL 1350, WPCE 1400, Peace 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9, and on all social media platforms. Don't forget, for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861. Or you can inbox or email us at Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Don't forget to have a wonderful hump day. Bye now.
Yes, we want to say good morning to Shirley, Dolores, James. Thank you for joining us today. Sheila Robbins, we love you. Thank you so much for being on with us. If you're on and watching, make sure you say something in the chat so we can shout you out, acknowledge you, and thank you for your support. You know, we've been talking about bullying. We talked about it on Monday evening, and this is something that is a big problem.
That's
this
right.
is not a little problem. Like Mr. E was saying, it's not child's play. It's not something that you can just, say, well, that's the way it is in life. Well, that's the way it is. You tell those people that are suffering from mental health issues, talk to those that are suicidal, talk to those that are depressed, talk to those that are at their wits' end, don't know what to do, don't have the support, and tell me if it's just child's play.
Ms. Hinton, there's also the bystanding bully. We talked about that. But a bystanding bully can become an upstanding bully.
That's wonderful.
He can change from being a bystander to an upstander.
Absolutely.
Youth involved in bully plays many roles, different roles. Witness bullying is upsetting and affecting the bystander. Two, bystanders have a potential to make positive difference in bullying situations.
Yes, it is a major problem, and that's why we are dead set on making sure we acknowledge that this problem exists and get help to those that are suffering from it. Education as well. I wrote these two books, Mr. E, because I wanted kids to know what it was. Some people is like, is this my imagination? Why is this happening every day? They don't know what to call it. But then, as you read and understand what you're going through, you find out that, yes, I'm a victim of bullying, or yes, I am a bully. I really fit that description of what I am. The book that I wrote, Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose, gives a description of what a bully is, why they bully, who they bully, and what are you going to do about it?
That's right.
The things you can do. This young person in the book finds sympathy and empathy for people after his actions. And he realizes that, wait a minute, I'm really, really, really doing a lot of harm. He realized, did you hear what I said? He realized, yeah. A light bulb goes off, said, wait a minute, something's not quite right. And so these books will let you know, this one, The Diary of a Reform, will let you know that a bully can be reformed, that a victim can stand out, stand up for themselves and not be a victim anymore. A bystander can speak out and not be afraid that stitches get stitches.
That's right.
And so, we looking for you all to really support these books. You may find them in the library in your city. I know in Virginia Beach we have it there, but you can also get these books online at bulvicacademy.com, BULVIC academy.com, and they are there in Audible, they're in Spanish, English, the hard copy. You can go to stores, Barnes and Noble, you can go to Amazon, iTunes, or you can go to the links at bulvicacademy.com and get these two books, Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose and The Diary of a Former Bully. But don't forget, wait a minute, let me tell them one more thing. There are a couple more things that's up there. On the website, you can also get information about bullying and how, you can help, you can educate yourself on what to look for, how parents fit in this, in the dynamics, what role they play, answers for parents about, how they can approach the schools or come together with the schools and other places where children reside to figure out, things and tools that they need in order to keep bullying. Bullying is Mr. E has gotten bigger, bigger,
That's
bigger,
right.
bigger in the school, and it has gone from a little, the what do you say, the stick on the shoulder,
Right.
knocking that off to guns and all kind
That's
of
right.
things coming into the schools.
And Miss Hinton, and sometimes it starts with the parenting.
Hmm.
Sometimes parents got to be very careful of what they say to their children when they send them off to school.
Yes.
Well, if somebody hits you, you hit them back. If
Mhm.
somebody say something to you, well, you say something back to them. When a teacher or adult is trying to discipline or say something or correct your child, that does not mean for your child to cuss out a teacher, out of an adult. Because we got young teachers now. We got teachers they're young. They're young. They don't look like they're seasoned teachers like we've been used to looking, having, where teachers look so seasoned. But when
Yes.
we got young teachers and they just fresh out of college, and they taking on a role now to be a teacher. We also have to look at our surroundings, our communities,
Mhm.
who our children are getting involved with, and look at some of their friends. Did you not know, Miss Hinton, that your child next door neighbor can be jealous of your child because he's got good loving parents, and he could
Absolutely.
wish that he had parents like like your child has, and what he'll do, anything he could possibly could do to bring that child into just like him, to be like him,
Absolutely.
and cause a whole lot of trouble, because misery love company. Miss Cynthia, and not only that, when we don't pay attention to what our children are saying, that can leave
That is
them
true.
open for someone else to love them. And that's what gangs want. Gangs want your child to feel like they don't have a place.
Yes.
So what they saying, come on over to my side. We'll love you. We're your
We'll
family.
love you right into jail.
And because you're not listening to them, and they too afraid to tell you about what's going on in the schoolhouse, and all that, and the teachers are not responding that somebody brought a gun to school, or somebody was fighting in school, that you don't get that information. So when you get that information, or when you hear about it, it's late.
Absolutely.
And so now, parents, you got to take the time out, and you got to be able to talk to your children and check on your children.
Yes.
I found this out, Miss Hinton, because there's a lot of parents don't even check their children's backpacks. The teacher sent all the information home to them, and the parent will not look in that child's backpack. I don't know why. I don't know what they're afraid of, but there's very good information when the schools are closed and what's going on in the school, when they're having PTA meeting and concerned at the school. So please check your child's backpack.
Yeah, we're going to be talking more about this, because there are some signs where parents can definitely, see to it that, the kids are going to school without weapons.
Yeah.
They're communicating with the schools about other rules and regulations of certain things. But the thing about bullying, you all, that bullying has become more and more dangerous.
That's right.
It
It's
is
a
not
drug.
just a thing of knocking a stick off your shoulder anymore. These folks are using drugs. They're using so many things to hurt and harm. Violence. They are, actually doing harm physical to people.
That's right.
In order to bully and harass. So make sure you visit bulvicacademy.com for the resources that we have there, the books, the game, Bulvic, Bulvic. You can get it on your Google Play Store, or you can get it on your apple.com store. Don't forget to get the information that's in the blog there on the website. Don't forget, bullying is right underneath your nose, Diary of a Former Bully. We have some things coming up, our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. You can get involved in that now. And don't forget, there are other resources that are on the World Wide Web. You can actually Google bullying.
Yeah.
And, bullying, all kind of resources will come up where you can find out more about what it is and why it's getting so dangerous out here with it, and how come, people can't seem to do a lot about it to make sure this problem is eradicated.
And it is a problem. It is a problem. You might think it's child play. You might think it's nothing, but it is a
some terrible
problem.
animal.
There is so much stuff that's happening, Miss Hinton, about bully. Bullies are, and they don't just come one. They got a group of them to come together. They got bystanders. They got what they call rah-rah.
Right.
They got folks
They
that
got
just don't like it. It clicks. And and you can be a heavy set girl and want to hang around with a skinny girl, and they'll dog you out. They'll dog you out. They're bullies. Or you just want to stay to yourself.
And you can get bullied for that too.
And then they don't like the gear. I had a granddaughter, Miss Hinton. She was wearing red eyeglasses.
They didn't like that.
They didn't like her red eyeglasses.
Amazing.
And girls didn't like her red eyeglasses. And one little girl snatched them off her face and broke them. Yeah. And when she broke them, she didn't know what to do and how to retaliate back. So she went and told her mom about it. And her mom told her teacher, her counselor, teacher about it, and the counselor went into the same classroom where it happened at, and told the children that she got a letter, a call, a text from the parent, and and told them that y'all calling and pulling this girl's glasses off them, broke them up, and the parents are not like it. She could have took that could have done that in another fashion. That's why bullying is not only just child's play. Not only is done with children, it's done with teachers and adults. Everybody plays a big role in a bullying. When a teacher calls you a little spoiled child or spoiled brat, that means that she's giving the rest of the class permission to talk to you, talk about you like that. Instead of calling you a young man, a young woman, everybody else knows. The teacher knows that you're a spoiled brat, and because you want, you're a spoiled brat. Now everybody knows it. So now everybody is gonna pick on you. So it happens everywhere, and we can't stress it enough. Parents, please look at your children. Listen to your children. And if you're that's a single parent and raising your children, get help from your grandmamas, your granddaddies, and let them, help you to play a big important role, so they can build a relationship with their grandchild, so that they can talk to them, and if you got a significant others that they feel comfortable with, let them have the go ahead to talk to them so they can resolve this problem.
And let's not just put it on the kids, adults
Right.
Adults do
like
a lot
of
bullying. Adults do a lot of bullying with one another in the workforce, in the churches, in the streets, wherever. We want to make sure that adults get help as being victims, and it's just really a mess.
That's right.
And so we need to make sure that we are getting resources and skills and fighting to get rid of this problem. But anyway, we want to thank you all for joining us. We have some great upcoming shows. We're going to be talking about autism this month.
That's
we
right.
have some great guests coming on. We're going to talk about childhood obesity. We're going to talk about health and wellness and other things. We're going to be serving that tea and just bringing you the best. If you all have any suggestions, anything for our show, let us know so we can really build it to be a wonderful show, and you can get the things that you need from FYI Radio Show. Mr. E's going to tell you how you can be a special guest sponsor intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. Or you can inbox us on a Facebook page. That's Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, FYI Facebook page. Or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Again, that's FYIRadiosHowLive
hinton@gmail.com. Or every time you see us come on our social media platform, you can just jump in and type, or when we open up the phone lines, you can just give us a call and let us know that, hey, look, I need more information of how I can stop this drug or this thing called bullying.
All right. We want to say good evening, afternoon to you all. You all have a wonderful evening. Chris Hinton, Sheila Robbins, those that are on Instagram, Miss Shirley, Dolores, James, thank you so much for being on with us. You all are a blessing. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to see you on Fun Friday.
That's right. 2 up, 2 down, VA.